kind of taken this approach that I want to see wherever God's moving. I just want to be there. So I'm not particularly stuck on a location, but I asked a question. We were coming back from India. This is our trip in 2013, January 2013. I asked the team, where would you go next year? If you took another trip, where would you go? And one of the team members, Megan, just without even thinking, she just excitedly said, well, I know we should go to Spain. Taking young people who have a desire to change the world, have a desire to experience new things, are open to new experiences, and to connect them with somebody who's established, who's doing it, and for them to benefit both ways, for us to benefit from the experience and for the others to benefit from the vitality a team brings.
Spain is actually only 0.1% born-again believers. And to put that in perspective, I think the number is 1 in every 1,000 people is a born-again believer. Spain is the 3rd most visited country in the world, and that being the case means that Spain has a great influence on the world as a whole rather than just its own people.
So we researched to see if there were any missionaries there, which is the next step. Is there anybody there doing something? And there were a few, but none that really were doing anything we felt we could partner with until we found Scott and Marissa.
Me enamoré de ella.
I fell in love as soon as I saw her.
Ella no se enamoró de mí.
She didn't fall in love with me.
No tiene gracia. Me decía cosas
She used to say things
dolorosas como
painful,
te amo en el Señor,
like, I love you in the Lord.
te amo como amigo.
I love you like a friend.
Estas cosas duelen.
This stuff hurts.
Yo no quería más amigos, yo tenía amigos.
I already had friends I didn't want anymore.
Entonces estuve detrás de ella durante 3 años.
For the next 3 years, I pursued her.
Patético,
It was pathetic,
pero enamorado.
but I was in love.
Entonces después de 3 años de estar detrás de ella,
After pursuing her for 3 years,
estaba agotada.
she was tired. Weary.
Y en ese momento de debilidad
And in that moment of weakness,
nos casamos.
we got married.
Marisa, ven, sube y saluda.
Come join me, Marissa, and say hello to
Un
everyone.
aplauso, hombre. Que
Todavía sigo cansada,
I'm still tired, by the way.
After a phone call with Scott, that's probably where it really sealed it for me. And it was just a very relaxed conversation. That's something you always look for, somebody that doesn't feel like they need to convince you to come. They don't try and talk up all the benefits of being where they are. They are themselves. And so he was very much that.
Well, I had been looking for a missions trip to go on for a while, specifically to a Spanish-speaking country, and I had just started coming to Pergo. Somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I heard you should come to Spain with us," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Didn't really think anything of it. Then I started praying about it and realizing, like, oh, maybe I should actually go to Spain.
There was something inside me that just really jumped out, and from day one, I was absolutely bought into going to Spain, to start praying for Spain, to be praying about the people I was going to interact with, the leaders we were going to encourage, and the people we were going to meet.
Church gave it to me.
Oh, he gave it to you.
See,
That's really nice.
I know.
It's very nice.
So nice.
See, they're the people, huh?
People in Spain. Free meals, free food.
Yeah, nice, huh? I like the show. It's very nice.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
And we came together with a really great team, and it was very evident from our first full meeting together that there was a great chemistry, good group. But everything after that was downhill. It was a challenge to get to Spain.
One was just financial.
Really, the process of raising funds to get to Spain, I found a lot of difficulties.
I think the trip was $2,300, $2,350.
So it was just hard to budget in.
I don't make a lot of money at all.
And so we had a lot of challenges financially. People were discouraged, circumstances, everything came to kind of stifle the trip in a lot of ways. But glad to say that with almost all the same people that came to the first meeting, we were able to go board that plane.
It was just really cool to see God provide financially, and just throughout the whole time. I think up to the last week, I think I still owed like $1,000. Couldn't imagine not going to Spain. It's definitely what God had in store for myself. So.
The people of Spain are really amazing. The whole culture, even the people that we didn't know that were in the churches, if you ask somebody for directions on the streets, if you ask them a question, they were always willing to either walk you to that place or to give you an actual answer and take the time with you. I think that really said something about the culture.
The people in Spain were incredible. They really were. We really worked close with 2 churches.
We attended multiple church services and actually shared at those services, and were able to encourage the body of Christ that is there, which is really cool considering, like I said earlier, it's 0.1% people are born-again believers. So really getting to fuel the fire of the small amount of believers that are there and encourage them that there is hope and that they are making an impact in their own country.
Probably Andújar was my favorite because of the people. The people there that we met were really genuine and fantastic, and they were the ones that on Thanksgiving went above and beyond for us. They could have just taken us out to eat on Thanksgiving, but they invited us into their home and made us food and made us feel like a part of their family.
Our last service in Jaén, when the church body there chose to honor us and gave us some gifts and shared how we had impacted their lives and their community in the short time that we had been there. It really did have an impact that was bigger than what I thought it was.
These churches in Spain, they weren't like churches in America where you have, 2,000 people or 20,000 people or even 200 people. They were a really close-knit group of people that were sold out to God.